Objection! Hello, welcome to the stream, everybody!
Hi, everyone! We're back!
We are back with more Phoenix Wright. And guess what? We have no sound issues. Both of us can hear the video game.
We can finally hear the video game!
It's a miracle.
It is!
It's an Ace Attorney miracle.
On repeat for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's good music, right? You're not going to complain?
I'm not going to complain.
Okay, no complaining on this stream. Yeah, what happened last time on our stream in court?
We brought the lady in, who everyone was gaslighting Ryunosuke and saying, no, she doesn't exist, you made her up. So she came in, and for a while she was like, yeah, I don't speak Japanese. You're gonna have to translate for me. And so that happened for a little bit. I forget the prosecutor's name somehow. Ouchie. Ouchie was simping. And then the lady was so like, hey, I can actually speak Japanese. I'm just so racist that I don't want to talk.
I don't want to speak your filthy language, she said. Those were her words.
Yeah. So, not great. She's
not the greatest person.
I don't like her already. Also, Val called that the dude was poisoned before he was shot.
I did, because I'm a great detective. All that time in judgment has made me a very good detective.
Yeah, it's added more wrinkles to your brain.
Exactly. I'm gonna have a perfect IQ by the end of all these games.
Oh, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. We'll be able to solve crimes in real life.
So why don't we just jump into the video game? Let's head over to the video game. Over we go.
Exactly. Especially since last time I think we talked for like 15 minutes before starting.
Yeah, we had to wait like half an hour to figure out sound.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into video game.
Video games, I love them.
We are the video game gals. 22nd of November, 1:14 p.m. Supreme Court of Judicature, Courtroom 2, Judicature.
Also, we've just started, we've already made a Game Grumps reference. God damn it.
Well, I understand you are the judicial assistant to the defense, but why this sudden ingress into my courtroom?
Oh right, she just like came in, she's like, I can prove that. Because they were like, they did an autopsy on him and there was no known poisons from Japan in him. And she's gonna come in. She's gonna come and be like, yeah, but British poisons.
Yeah, they got different plants over there. Oh god.
Do the voice, Novella.
Ha! A judicial assistant and a woman, no less. Great! I'm already saying problematic stuff!
It's been, let's see, it has been like 5 minutes? 5 minutes into the gameplay.
I hate him, I hate her. Electric chair to both of you. Oh my fucking god!
Say the line.
Welcome to my Twitter cancellation speed run.
Novella's over party.
Novella is over party. Get it twending. I'm a train wreck of a person, and we just started. Cool. The rules state that females are not permitted into this court of law other than to testify.
Yes, I fully understand. I ask only for 5 minutes of your time. I have some vital evidence that I must hand over to the defense.
Ha! You're too late, little girl. This trial has already been concluded.
5 minutes! I will not allow a moment more.
See, I'm sort of getting canceled. This is sort of problematic what the judge is saying. Because he's sort of siding with Payne. But he's also giving her 5 minutes.
Yeah! He's not right saying, "Oh, you're a girl, you can't be in court."
But, Your Excellency!
I hate him.
I am most grateful.
I want you to voice a problematic character for a change.
Um,
Oh god. After voicing Naruto at the Naruto stream.
who exactly are you? I'm sorry, there's no time. Please simply accept this for now. I can't read. What is it? A report about something? Written in English?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It's Giselle.
How did we say your name again? It's Giselle?
Giselle. It's Giselle.
It's Giselle Brett's research. The English woman's? After the trial resumed earlier, I hurried back to the university. I went to Dr. Wilson's laboratory in the medical faculty and borrowed this paper.
Oh, yes, that's right. Miss Brett was studying under the professor, wasn't she? Finally, a character I can voice. Wasn't going to be racist or sexist.
One of these days he's gonna say something, I know it.
No!
So, does this research, whatever it is, have something to do with the case? I'm afraid I don't know. I haven't been able to listen to the proceedings of the trial myself. Oh, no, of course not.
Special characteristics of Curar? And its effects in human subjects. Interesting.
Career? What's that? I've never heard that word before.
Yeah, me neither.
Time's up! The prosecution demands the immediate removal of this female trespasser from the courtroom.
Yay!
There was too little time for me to read it in detail. But I've surmised what I could on a note just inside the cover. If you think it could be valuable, please cast your eyes over it. This is wonderful! Thank you!
Giselle's report has been entered into the court record. A report detailing an unknown poison that Miss Brett has been researching during her time at Yume University.
We got her. Ladies and gentlemen, we got her.
Goodbye then, and good luck.
Yo, she teleported.
Yeah, she just vanished. She just disappeared. Actual witch. Wait, I had to drink some water.
You have had long enough, Counsel. We cannot detain our English guests any longer. I ask the prosecution and the defense now one last time. Does either side have any further evidence to present to the court? I presume not, but...
Why are you presuming not? That lady literally just said, hey, I bring new evidence.
Yeah, she just came saying, I'm bringing evidence. Hello,
Yeah.
Elbow.
Huh?
Elbow's in chat.
Yes. Oh, there he is. Hi, Elbow. I was about to say, like, he hasn't shown up in the chat. What are you talking about? Okay.
The prosecution has made its case convincingly enough already. Nothing more to add, Your Excellency.
Ryunosuke, we're out of options here. This really is our very last chance.
Yes, I know! Your Excellency, the defense does have new evidence.
That look. The unyielding stare of a true Japanese warrior. Well, Miss Brett?
Yes, Your Excellency?
If you wouldn't mind, perhaps you could grace us with your presence just a bit longer.
It's a delightful invitation, but I'm afraid it's not so very long until tea time. I'll have to politely decline.
Forgive me, Miss Brett. It seems I wasn't clear. I realize it was phrased as a question, however, I must ask you to treat that as an order.
Oh, she's not happy about that.
No, I don't. She's not happy.
I have said it many times before, but...
I hope she cracks here. I want to see her crack
I
face.
hope so. Oh, I want to see her breakdown. The Japanese language makes no sense.
But you're speaking it.
You're speaking it.
My apologies, dear lady.
And plus, like, in English, you also sometimes phrase things that are like orders as questions.
That's true.
That's not unique to Japanese.
So, counsel, what is this new evidence that demands the court's attention?
This one.
The book.
Oh. A poison made from the bark of certain trees in the jungles of South America. The hunters of the region have used it since ancient times to incapacitate their prey. Instant paralysis of the entire body and subsequent death, even in minute doses.
Wait a minute. What if she doused the bullet in the poison?
What?
That would be dumb, but
the bullet would have killed him.
that's true.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this could be used as an anesthetic if it didn't stop you from breathing, and also your heart from
If it
beating.
didn't just kill you.
Miss Giselle Brett, we understand you were studying under Dr. Wilson at Yume University, doing research.
Remember when we had a breakdown over that thing on his hand? You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Research, by sheer coincidence perhaps, into a deadly poison.
What?
Poison! Where are you going with this, counsel?
A toxin known as Curare, Your Excellency. Even the slightest amount of this deadly poison entering the body leads to instant death.
Objection! What complete and utter nonsense! Curare, you say? I've never even heard of it!
Yeah, you dumb bitch. That's because it's from South America. You wouldn't have done.
What do you mean?
I mean that you wouldn't have heard of Curare before for one very simple reason. It doesn't exist in our country.
Ooh, got
Got him!
Oh God, I forget his voice. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
It was like a softer, sort of like low voice.
It doesn't exist.
A little like that, a little louder.
Correct! Which means, no matter what tests the police can do for toxins, they'd never identify Curare. Why? Because there is no test available here that can identify the presence of this highly deadly poison.
What?
Oh, it's breakdown time. It's breakdown time. I'm so excited.
Order, order, order!
I want her to cry.
I want her to cry. See, and you call me the heel.
Counsel, does this
Listen,
deadly
I'm allowed to
poison
be
truly
morally dubious. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Yeah, you are allowed to be morally dubious. Why can't I be?
Because you're a face.
Faces can be morally gray sometimes.
Yeah, but usually isn't that right? I don't watch very much wrestling, I'll be real. I really should watch more of it. But like, doesn't that usually like lead up to a face heel turn? According to this report authored by the visiting research student from England, Cure has long been used by the tribespeople of South America as a poison to lace their arrows. It seems that it's reasonably well known among European doctors and scientists.
To lace their arrows.
The report says it's produced from an extract of a tree that grows deep in the Amazonian jungle. And it was first brought back to Europe at the turn of the century by explorers. It claims that animals shot by arrows laced with Cure suffer instant death. Doesn't that about sum it up, Miss Brett?
Objection! Trumpery!
What does that fucking word mean?
These aspersions are utter trumpery!
I'm googling it.
Is it like blasphemy?
I guess.
That would make the most sense, I think.
Attractive articles of little value or use. Showy but worthless.
Oh.
Okay.
To start with, if the victim had been administered some of this so-called deadly poison, he would have been squirming and writhing in pain, and other diners would have surely noticed.
Except we just explained that's not how
We
it
just
works.
explained that that's not how it works. Pain, listen.
That's true. What do you say to that, Inspector?
Why does the inspector care? He doesn't know about it. I do. It's us.
Obviously, I would have noticed a disturbance like that.
But it paralyzes you instantly.
I don't remember anything like that either. I didn't notice the professor being in any kind of pain.
According to this, however, it's the other way around.
Thank God Kazuma's here.
Thank God Kazuma has a single brain cell in his head.
He knows how to
What do
read.
you mean? Yeah, he knows how to read, and that's more than anyone else in this fucking courtroom can say.
What do you mean the other way around?
The very fact that the victim didn't show any visible signs of distress is evidence that Cure was used.
Explain yourself, Counsel.
The moment this toxin enters a person's system, it causes instant paralysis. In other words, afflicted victims lose all strength and are completely unable to move. Even if they were in total agony, there would be no visible signs of pain at all. That's fucked up.
Oh,
That's
terrible.
like sleep paralysis, but worse.
Yeah, sleep paralysis where you just die.
Yeah,
It hurts you and you die.
it hurts you when you die. Juice of painful sleep paralysis. Obviously, if a man lost all strength in his muscles, he'd collapse on the floor. But with a chair under him for support, as Dr. Wilson did, the effects could go largely unnoticed.
But I don't follow, Kazuma. That's just paralysis. I thought the poison caused instant death.
The full explanation is extremely unpleasant. Say it anyway, though, dude. The poison causes immediate paralysis, as I said, leaving the victim unable to move. Juice of quiet hurdy. Yeah, that's what it is.
Quiet Hurdy. That's what we're calling it from now on. Whenever they say Cure Air, we'll just change it to Quiet
There we
Hurdy.
go. But after a short time, the paralysis is so severe it causes the muscles that control respiration to fail. This is also why, just a fun fact, this is also why... Huh?
Huh?
Sorry, I thought you said something.
No,
Unless I'm echoing through your mic.
I don't think so.
Okay. Either way. But yeah, so this is also why, you know how cartoons and stuff will have, like, sleeping gas where it, like, you pour it into a room of people and it knocks a bunch of people out?
Mm-hmm.
I believe there was actually, some kind of tragedy that happened in Russia at one point where they were trying to use something experimental that was around, that was something similar to clear out a hostage situation.
Mm.
And, a bunch of people died
Well, that's not a fun fact. You lied.
It's not a fun fact, but I mean, someone might find it fun. But yeah, it's because, like, first off, there's the whole respiration thing, because that's also an issue with, I believe, anesthetic as well, and that's why you need, like, an anesthesiologist whenever you're administering that, because you get too little, the person wakes up during surgery, which obviously sucks. Give too much, they never wake up again, which obviously sucks.
There was an episode of Grey's Anatomy about an anesthesiologist, and he was drunk. Anyway.
That's not great. That's not good. But yeah, fun fact, fun facts aren't very fun. Yeah, the other issue, though, is that certain people, whenever they got hit with the knockout gas, they fell in positions because, of course, like, they were knocked out, they couldn't move. They were knocked into positions that actually, like, blocked their windpipes. So they suffocated to death under their own bodies. And that's why we don't have knockout gas in real life.
Huh.
Because it would be so fucking dangerous. Because for some people, it also didn't work on them. It was just a mess. Anyways, let's continue.
Novella, you have a very interesting definition of fun.
Respiration!
In other words, the actual cause of death is suffocation.
Oh, yikes. That's a bad way to go.
That is a bad way to go. And all the while, the victim is conscious and aware, just unable to move.
That's hideous!
To the observer, it would look almost like the victim was slipping peacefully into an endless sleep. But for the victim himself, his final moments would have been a living hell. See, Kazuma also is giving the unfun fun facts. That is the true nature of the deadly juice of quiet hurdy. After that explanation, calling it such a whimsical name is just...
And you're suggesting that this bottle, Council, actually contains this terrifying poison?
Let's get Miss Brett to drink it.
Objection! This is all very convenient, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a video game, sir.
A hitherto unknown poison for which there is no means of testing. What a happy tale for the defense.
Just get the girl to drink from the bottle, and she'll be like, yep, okay.
If I may.
All these facts. You think you're so clever.
Shut up! It is you who must be taught.
Of course.
Oh god, the sim.
Here, lady!
Great, but I'm not problematic, I'm a simp. So, this is how you Japanese behave, is it? Great. Great. Thanks for talking.
What?
You steal another's honest hard work and then announce the results as if you discovered them. I'm appalled. What a loathsome act.
So she's mad that we're stealing credit?
We're not, though.
We literally said you researched this and you murdered him.
Novella's 2 moods. No. Well, Miss Brett, the feeling is mutual. Whatever do you mean? Capitalizing on the unfortunate circumstances of an innocent man to frame him for a heinous crime. That really is a loathsome act. Wouldn't you agree?
Objection! Enough of this! I, for one, refuse to accept it. The idea of some poison that doesn't even exist in the great empire of Japan is breaking the rules!
You can't kill people, that's illegal!
Somebody call scrub quotes right now.
Somebody call scrub quotes! Oh, here it comes, here it comes,
Here it comes!
What's so funny?
Oh, excuse me, Your Excellency?
Just a second. I have to be right back.
No, I want to see her cry. So how's it going, chat? Poggers. All right.
Pog. Okay. Did we read this line?
I did.
Okay, cool.
Yes, Miss Brett.
Are we off the BRB screen?
Yeah.
Okay. May I borrow that bot? She's gonna kill herself on the stand!
That would be a pretty Pog move if she did that.
It would be, but unless she's gonna break it.
Well, yes. I don't see, why not?
Why would we give her, like, the damning evidence?
Oh, is she gonna drink it to prove there's nothing in it? Don't get too big for your boots, you little insignificant island boys. I can't. Sorry? To an Englishwoman such as myself, this whole affair is a farcical comedy. Your little police games and these foolish court romantics. It's laughable, really. But I'm getting bored of it all now. It's time for the games to end. Cheers!
Bottoms up, and the devil laughs. Wait! What are you doing?
No sparkle left at all. How appropriate for this shabby affair.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh!
Utter silence.
Come on, just let her die on the stand.
Yeah, just die.
Just die. Goodness. Whatever is the matter? You all look quite stunned. So, no Curar. No... What the fuck was it again? What was the thing?
Juice of Quiet Hurdy.
The bottle was clean. Is that what you're saying? You look quite incredulous, little boy. But of course, that's the simple truth.
It's in the glass.
It's in the glass.
She took the glass.
She did. She took the glass. Thank you for presenting the findings of my research so concisely here in this grand venue. Most kind. Thank you, waiter. Now then, Your Excellency.
Yes, Miss Brett.
I should like to be excused now, please. I think I've given more than enough of my time for the furtherance of friendship between our countries.
Why is this case so long? Usually the first case is like one chapter. Like one half of a court thing.
Why was expecting it to be like one stream, and we're on the third one now. What the heck?
Ah, yes, dear lady. We are most gratified with all the assistance you have given.
Like, usually this only happens in, like, the last case. This pose.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, we've seen it 3 times now. This doesn't make sense. There had to have been poison in that bottle. Unless it was in the glass made of glass. So how did she... Yeah, they did add like 5 twists to this case. How did she swallow a whole glass and live to tell the tale?
Because it wasn't in the bottle.
Spoilers, this game is only 1 case. They never leave Japan. We never see Herlock Sholmes. It was just there for the promotional material.
That's in the second one.
That's in the second one. We gotta wait for that one to get localized. I don't understand it.
Well, I suppose if nothing else, this little Far Eastern charade will make for interesting conversation at the next party I attend in London.
There has to have been poison in that bottle, doesn't there? But there can't have been, because otherwise she would have kneeled over dead.
Keeled over.
Case number 2, the case of Ouchie's massive simping. No, don't bring this fucker back.
Come on, Ryunosuke, we have all the clues now. The bottle of water
Did not contain poison.
As I thought, there is no poison in that bottle.
What? Why, Ryunosuke?
Isn't it obvious? If there was poison in there, she'd be dead by now.
Sometimes your unadulterated naivete really astounds me. Sometimes it's in need of a good staining. Until it's as dark as your uniform and ways of the world. Wait, so there- Wait, if she's been researching the poison, she must know the the anti-poison as well, right?
Oh, maybe.
That might be what- because they were researching it.
Ooh.
Oh,
So maybe
is that what this color is supposed to represent?
Sorry, I cut you off.
No, that's
Yeah,
fine.
me too.
We should be playing the game instead of just speculating. Kazuma's gonna cut him.
No!
That was a guileless ending to a promising line of inquiry, Counsel, for which you will be penalized.
Ugh, this whole trial's poisoned.
Bottle of water contains poison.
It contains poison. I was sure
Might
it would
have
be in the
the
glass since she stole it. Maybe hers has the anti.
Yeah.
That's why she took hers.
The culprit did put cure, or what are we calling it
Cure.
again?
Juice of Quiet Hurdy.
Juice of Quiet Hurdy, into Dr. Wilson's carbonated water. The defense refuses to change its position.
You're serious? Kazuma!
Objection! Fool, are you blind? There is no possible way that bottle could contain poison. I mean, we just saw.
Misread drinking the water from it?
That's right. Which rather complicates your argument, I think.
And I believe that complication can be explained.
How exactly?
My legs hurt. I need to think through all the things that don't quite add up here, one by one. I'm sure the answer is in the evidence we have in the court records somewhere. It has to be.
Do we?
Very well. If the defense truly intends to assert his claim, then I must ask you to support the assertion with evidence. What explains how the witness was able to consume this supposedly poisoned water unscathed?
Is there something in here?
We investigate the book.
Poison made the bark of certain trees in the jungles of America. Yeah. Okay. Instant paralysis. The above method effects occurs when the poison enters the body through a wound. Such as that infected by blowpipe dart. Due to its ability to render the human body paralytic, it's believed that the toxin could have application as anesthetic. However, a solution for the respiratory arrest causes as a result of the full body paralysis must be found first, or patients would die of suffocation.
So, before, it said that they only occur when the poison enters the body through a wound, such as that inflicted by a blowpipe dart. And he got dental surgery. He would have had an open wound in his mouth.
Oh, you right. Okay, so we're presenting this?
That's why it killed him and not her. Yeah, present it. Present it. We're
yes!
right. The music stopped.
Mine didn't stop.
Oh, I thought it stopped. It's still going. I just was like, yo, I'm so right.
It's here in her own research report.
What? That's not a valid explanation. What do you mean?
No.
After all, we don't speak English. The report is over.
We can translate it, you bitch!
This impudent young scoundrel is trying to ridicule the court, Your Excellency.
I'm not trying to ridicule anyone. Honest. I'm just reading Susato-san's notes.
I concur. This report is too extensive to be considered in its entirety by the court.
What?
What? But it explained.
I don't want to read the report. We're not taking that in as evidence. I don't want to read it all.
Yeah, it's too long. I'm not reading all that shit.
You will direct us to the Pertinent Section Council.
Oh, okay.
Thank God. I don't know why I'm getting so fucking heated about this.
It's in special characteristics.
One.
They were too lazy to read 3 pages.
They were too lazy to read 3 pages. I don't know why I'm getting so heated, as if this is actually like
this is real court
situation.
We've been hearing a lot about this cure air poison.
The juice of quiet hurdy.
The juice of quiet hurdy. And it's left me curious about something.
Oh, Council?
Well, it sounds as though indigenous hunters have been using this poison for years and years. To lace the heads of arrows that they shoot at whatever prey they're hunting.
So we would like to believe, yes.
And the point of hunting is to catch prey to eat.
Get to the point, please.
But if they were to use these laced arrows, doesn't that mean there would be traces of poison left in the prey the hunters were going to eat? Uh-oh.
Yes, good point. Oh no, god damn it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Just a second, just a second. Let me switch controllers real quick. I can't hear anything. Don't say anything mean about me. Don't tell
Val is a heel, Val is a heel, Val is a heel.
Do not do anything that can get me in trouble.
Chat,
Don't tell lies and secrets with the chat.
I'm sharing all the secrets with the chat.
Okay, I have headphones on now, and I heard that.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, good point.
So surely the hunters wouldn't want to eat their prey, would they? Because then they'd be eating poison.
Good gracious, Council! No, that would be madness!
No, this is court.
But I actually found the answer to that conundrum in this research paper here. Under special characteristics, it says this. The poison starts to work after entering the body through a wound.
Through a wound, you say? I see. That makes sense.
Yes, the mention of that particular detail seemed a little strange to me, though. But it all makes sense when you interpret what's written like this. When juice of Quiet Hurdy enters the body through an open wound, it has terrifying poisonous effects. However, when it enters the body via the mouth, it has no poisonous effects whatsoever.
What?
Miss Brett! You authored this research. You knew Curie's special characteristics. And you knew that you could make a spectacle of drinking that water without any danger to yourself.
We got her, chat. Get her, boys.
You meddling little rapscallion! That wasn't good.
That wasn't as good as I thought it would be.
Yeah, I want her to cry. We've still got more.
That's true. She might have like 5 of these.
Yeah. Well, Ryunosuke, it turns out you're an even better lawyer than I thought you'd be.
Breakdown! Breakdown!
Breakdown!
Really? Me? A lawyer?
Objection! All this poison talk is fascinating. I'm sure I wish I had a brain with which to comprehend it. But I failed.
Shut up! So, the ill-bred little puppy has a new toy to play with. Some facts he read in a book. But I'm afraid knowledge doesn't suit you, little boy. It only makes you look silly.
What are you trying to say?
Your schoolboyish logic has a fatal flaw.
She's gonna be like,
What wound did he have? Schoolboyish.
Law? As even your brain has managed to deduce, Curare is safe to ingest, otherwise known as Quiet Hurdy. It seems that its effects are neutralized by the acidic nature of the gastric succus.
suckus.
Succus?
Oh yeah, well, of course. Gastric suckers? What are they?
So, if this lethal poison is completely harmless when drunk, Professor wouldn't have died when he swallowed it, would he? This game takes time to get the easily figured out points. Yeah, but that's because it's a tutorial case.
This is the tutorial case. We've been in the tutorial case for 9 hours.
There's so much tutorial. We don't need this. We've played a Phoenix right. That's right.
Good gracious!
That's basic science. Science that even a schoolboy should be able to understand, no?
But he had fucking mouth wound.
Order in the court, order! The logic holds. If the lady and the professor drank the same poison, they would be affected in the same way.
No!
Are you trying to suggest?
Yes, this juice of Quiet Hurdy is completely irrelevant to the case on trial.
They fucking forgot he went to the dentist.
They forgot.
That's right. Surely even a little cockroach like you could understand something as simple as that.
Oh.
Oh, what's happening?
What is this? Welling up inside me.
Is he gonna say it? Is he gonna say the line?
Yes, say it.
I've never felt like this before. It's a sort of conviction to break down all the discrepancies. It's so intense, almost rage-like. And, more than anything else, it's an animalistic desire to take down my prey.
Okay.
Okay.
Objection!
Ladies and gentlemen.
I don't think so, Miss Jazeel Brett.
Oh, how dare you use that tone with me? Why is her mask so fucking big?
You know very well that there is no fatal flaw here. You know exactly why, even though both you and the victim swallowed the same poison. You are alive, but Dr. Wilson is dead.
Counsel, I'm sure I don't need to remind you, you must provide compelling evidence. As we now know that this poison is completely harmless when ingested. Why would Dr. Wilson alone have been killed by the Curer?
Because he went to, here.
Medical report card. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Take that!
Oh, she's holding her mask out. Okay.
As Miss Brett so readily pointed out, she drank the same water as the professor. However, there was a fundamental and fatal difference between the two diners.
A fatal difference.
The toxic effects of Curer are only felt when the poison enters the body through the open wound. So, for a healthy person with no injuries, drinking it is completely harmless. But what if there was a wound inside the mouth of the person drinking the poisoned water?
Inside.
Yes, like the wound you might have if you had just been to the dentist and had a tooth extracted, for example. Miss Brett, you've acknowledged many times in your testimony already that you were well aware of Dr. Wilson's dental appointment that day.
So that's it. You use that knowledge to orchestrate this.
Is she laughing?
I don't like to repeat myself, but honestly, I can't resist. These childish quartering games and your half-baked arguments are also puerile.
What? What do you mean?
Don't worry, little schoolboy. You'll find out soon enough.
Are you going to kill me?
I might.
Oh.
You see, when you leave vital evidence lying around, you never know what might happen to it. Oh, she's gonna break the bottle.
She's gonna break the bottle.
No!
I mean, it could just slip. Can't you still go to jail for that, though? You're tampering with evidence.
Yeah, you're
In front of the court! Oh dear. How careless of me. I'm afraid some crucial evidence may have just been tragically destroyed.
Okay, so now you're going to jail.
And you're still going to jail.
No! What is it? What just happened? It's the English woman. She just smashed the bottle. And in the Supreme Court. What a terrible blunder.
Blunder? She did it on purpose.
Yeah.
Officer, what are you waiting for? Collect up as much of the water from the broken bottle as possible at once.
You're wasting your time. This delightful carpet under my feet here was a gift from the British Empire. I assure you, it will soak up the water beautifully. You have neither the technology nor the presence of mind to recover it.
How could you?
Yeah, isn't this basically her admitting she did it?
Yeah!
You won't get away with this.
You can thump the bench and shout as much as you like, little boy.
The guy who had the bottle was a cop. He was holding it, and she just took it from him. Because we just let that happen.
Jobs. What the fuck? But I'm afraid we'll never know now, will we? If there really was poison in the bottle or not. You. And let us not forget. We still have some very compelling evidence left intact. Isn't that right, counsel for the prosecution?
Oh, of course! You're referring to this photographic print, I presume, dear lady.
That's right. And really, looking at this photograph, it's clear as day, isn't it?
Look at this photograph.
Every time I do it makes me laugh. The poor professor was sitting with his back to me. So of course the only person who could have shot him from the front was the little schoolboy. Objection! No! You killed the victim that day, using Curare. And then, in order to frame Ryunosuke Naruhodo for the crime, you waited until he picked up the pistol you'd arranged for him to find on the floor. Or you shot the professor's dead body in the chest with your own hidden gun. Then in the confusion that followed, all you had to do was turn the dead professor in his chair around. You see, you had every opportunity to commit this crime. What a wonderful imagination you have, young man. A hidden gun, you say? I shot the professor's dead body, did I? Well, I'm terribly sorry, but you don't have a shred of evidence.
Exactly! And as you have nothing to support your wild claims, the prosecution's stance remains unchanged. The victim, Dr. John H. Wilson, was killed by a gunshot to the chest. Delivered in cold blood by the accused, Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
Ugh. This is unbelievable. How can this be happening? We had her, but now, is she really going to get away with it? The way she destroyed that evidence was obscene.
Ryunosuke,
Yes?
we've come this far, but now, you're the only one who can finish it.
What? What do you mean?
You've lost a vital piece of evidence, it's true. So if there are any clues left for us to use now, they must be in your head.
We could use the glass. The glass that she stole has the poison.
Yeah!
In my head?
You told me before that your powers of observation were the one thing you could really depend on.
Well, yeah, that's true, but I didn't manage to notice that this woman was a foreigner with a swan on her head.
That's true. He just knew that there was a lady there.
Yeah. So think back again now. Try to remember every last detail about the scene that day. Everything you saw, everything you felt, every color, every smell.
Hey, they spell color right in this video game.
They do, they spell it right. Very good.
What I saw, what I felt. I was so hungry, I wanted the steak. Every color. There's blood on the steak.
It's side of the plate, though.
Yeah, I don't know what this proves. I'm confused.
It could prove that, like, he was shot...
At the front? Right, because...
It straight up said the bullet didn't go through the body.
Yeah, okay. Is Kazuma right?
So that means the chair had to have been turned around.
Somewhere in the vibrant memory of this scene. Same scene in my head. Could there be another clue to expose the identity of Dr. Wilson's killer?
Yeah, there's a clue.
Powers to see gray photos in color.
Actually, Kazuma, I think I might have something. Thinking back over everything I saw, I think I might have uncovered another clue. But it's only in my brain, so it's not real evidence.
That's true. You always have something up your sleeve, don't you, Ryunosuke? This is why I'm getting gay married with you. Come on,
Oh, hell yeah. Can't wait for the honeymoon.
Huh?
Hell yeah, can't wait for the honeymoon.
Hell yeah. Come on then. Let's wipe that smug smile off that Englishwoman's face with some evidence.
What evidence?
All right, I can't wait. What's that word?
Just like bugging me in case.
Because I have no idea what that word.
It's been bugging me for a while. That something feels amiss in my memories of that day. Whatever it is, could be the key to arriving at the truth about all this.
I had never seen that word before. Is that a real word?
I think it is, but like it doesn't get used very much. For obvious reasons.
It's here somewhere. The clue that shows who Dr. Wilson's real killer must have been.
That is a really old word. This is the thing with this game. We're seeing like so many old words like puerile and fucking aspersions. The only other time that I've heard the word aspersion was that one bit in Danganronpa 2 where Akane's like, "What's an aspersion? Can I eat it?" And then Yoko's like, "Yeah, have you ever tried eating asbestos?" Do that.
Causing slight but persistent annoyance, discomfort, or anxiety. So basically bugging. They could have just said bugging.
Yeah. Trumpery is also. That's a word.
Take that! Inspector Hosonaga, answer me this.
Hosonaga just wants to go home.
He does. He's like, I didn't ask to be involved in all of this.
Yeah.
I was just undercover at a restaurant.
Stealing
I just
evidence.
Want to solve the crime and go home and see my lovely wife.
Does he have a wife?
I don't know. He must, like, everyone
looks old
in this
enough to
country
have a
was like,
wife.
hey, you're, like, decently attractive, and we can talk for more than 5 minutes without screaming at each other. Let's get married.
And it went
'Cause we have
perfectly
to.
well every time.
Yes? What is it? Ugh! He's still miles away, probably thinking about that bottle being smashed. As you said a number of times now, you strive for perfection in your investigations, don't you? Absolutely.
I don't know what his voice is.
I wonder, therefore, if perhaps you took anything else from the scene of the crime.
Oh, jeez. You caught us tuberculosis.
Like, for instance, the plate of steak that you took the victim's table that day.
Objection!
Also, Rihanna Keeves in chat says he just wanted to go home to his husband, which that's a way better timeline.
Yeah,
I like
that's
that.
a better timeline, like that one.
Where are you going with this, little boy?
Don't call me that!
I'm going to keep calling you that because now I know it bugs you.
Fuck!
This is how schoolyard bullies work, bitch.
The Streisand effect is real.
Streisand effect is very real. The person that's named after won't be born for another 100 years.
It's just a memory that's been troubling me.
What memory?
I saw the scene shown in the photographic print with my own eyes that day. And I saw that on the wooden base of the plate the steak was served on was a spattering of blood.
What?
Oh god, if we then have to prove, like, they're like, oh, well, the bullet went through his body and we have to do this whole song and dance. God.
After we've said
really?
many a time that it hasn't gone through the body.
Yeah, exactly, because everyone here has the memory of a fucking goldfish. Oh, really? And what of it? Obviously, that must have happened when you shot the professor. It didn't go through. Hey, remember how Osanaga is still not sworn in?
That's right. We still can't trust anything he says.
No, that can't be the case.
Huh?
Take a good look at the photograph and the relative position of everything there. The plate of steak is almost directly behind the victim. If I'm supposed to have shot Dr. Wilson in the chest from the front, there's no way that blood from the victim would have ended up directly behind him.
Yes. Yeah, this is the Supreme Court of Japan. This is for the people who are, like, the best at their jobs to give out justice. And we're doing this horse shit. For blood to have made it onto the plate, it implies the plate was between the victim and the shooter. Which means the shooter must have been sitting opposite the professor, as you were. Giselle Brett. I beg your pardon? Wait, oh, okay, that is Ouchie.
Objection! This is beyond ridiculous! Fabricated nonsense! Is the court seriously expected to believe something the accused is apparently just remembered seeing?
I mean, yeah, you trusted the word of the guy who isn't sworn in.
Hold it!
Wait,
Oh.
Hold it.
You.
It's me, the not sworn in cop. This could be the moment that my entire career in the police force has been leading to.
Oh, right, he has tuberculosis.
Yeah,
Inspector!
He's sick! He's been standing for like 5 hours!
Inspector, you mean? Yes, I took the plate in the interests of preserving evidence from the scene of the crime. I took it, meat and all, and I don't care if they call me a crime scene thief because of it.
He took the steak too?
He took the steak to dinner.
The steak just to eat it. You did what?
I took the steak that you had been eating, Miss Brett. I took the steak that the surgeon had been eating.
And I ate it.
And then
It was
I ate
delicious.
it, and that's why I'm sick. And I did it all in the name of justice. Then we can find out for sure whether or not there's a bloodstain on Miss Brett's plate. We must examine it now.
Watch,
this
he's gonna
this
pull it up,
game's
there's gonna be
gumshoe?
No bloodstain.
Inspector! The court wishes to examine the plate from the victim's table immediately.
Yes, sir. I don't know who said that.
Oh,
Yo,
yummy.
the meat's still on it. That's some rank meat.
Sorry for the delay.
It's been a
They
day,
didn't have
right?
fridges.
Oh, yeah. They had ice boxes, though, didn't they?
I don't know if they had them in Japan at this point in time.
Here is what you ordered. The steak.
I will eat it as soon as this case is over.
What about the blood? Is there blood on it?
Of course there isn't!
Quick, Inspector! The blood man! Show the court!
The blood man.
The blood man. He's the man who delivers all the blood. There's no blood on it.
Of course. Examine the plate at your leisure.
Yeah, there's no blood on that.
it.
There's no blood at all.
Son of a bitch!
No, no blood. Who's saying that?
I think that's Ryunosuke?
No blood anywhere. Or it was the inspector, he said, right? Who's the inspector? Is this Hosonaga?
I don't know!
But no, that's impossible.
Is this case still going?
Yeah, it's been going for so long. Also, where did Miss Brett go?
I know
hope
I
it's
saw
not
it.
like, oh, she ran off, so now we can't continue the trial.
Yeah, she just left, so oh well. Go to jail.
I know I saw it. I'm sure of it. It was right there on the table behind the professor. There was blood on the side of the plate.
Maybe, so she had the time to like take, oh, she's there. She had the time to take the glass. She could have had the time to just wipe that little spot.
That's true. What an unbecoming expression, little boy. How is the bird alive?
It's her pet.
You see? Oh god, fucking no! Why? Stop making me say these lines, Great Ace Attorney!
Say the line.
Disclaimer, Novella Cipher does not support what this woman is fucking saying. She's also a gross murderer, so... This is why I always say you can't trust what the Japanese tell you. I said the fucking line, move on!
Ugh.
Don't say that, Connor!
I couldn't agree more. In the case of this disgrace to the Empire.
I believe we may finally have reached a conclusion in this trial.
Let's hope so. This let's pretend attempt at courtroom proceedings is painful to watch. But I do promise to do my best to forget all about it when it's over. I'm not repeating it, Rihanna Keeves. Shut the fuck up.
This sorry-looking steak reveals the facts all too clearly. If the sorry-looking accused wishes to examine it again, be my guest.
Well, I guess we're gonna examine that. The plate of steak's been entered
yeah.
into the court record. The meal Miss Brett ordered for lunch, it was removed from the victim's table after the incident.
Was the plate I saw, or thought I saw, just a figment of my imagination? This is it now. I've lost.
Ryunosuke. It's not over yet. Not until the final gavel.
Hmm?
Never stop believing in yourself. Keep looking forward no matter what. This
Never
is the
stop
second
stopping.
time we've had a conversation like this. Already.
Believe in myself. Believe in the me that believes in you? Really? Maybe I should at least examine the evidence for myself.
By eating it.
Yeah, let's take a bite. I'm hungry.
Standing for 7
This
hours.
court has been going on forever.
Okay. Examine the steak.
The coin! It's the coin that the old man lost.
Huh? What in the world is this?
I think it's a Koban coin. And the hallmark is from the Hoi area, I believe. Era, not Oria.
No. I don't mean what is it. I mean, what's it doing there? Wait, did you say it was a Hoi Koban?
Yes, and apart from the meat juices, it looks to be in good condition. I imagine it's very valuable.
This isn't the first time today that there's been talk of a Hoi Koban.
I've heard of pearls before swine, but I've never heard of bullion, and that's a dumb pun. Just let's move on.
No, you have to finish the joke.
I don't even know how to fucking pronounce that last word, though. Bullion.
Bullion and bouillon.
Leon?
And I don't think you ever will again. This is extraordinary, though. This means something.
I mean, someone hid that old man's coin.
This emblem on the side of the plate. Is it a cat?
We've gone over this! This game is actively draining Novella of all her energy. Yeah, because whenever people aren't being stupid, they're being racist. It's a cow, obviously. Please use your fucking eyes. Most likely because the restaurant's signature dish is beef steak. Oh, it's a steakhouse!
Yeah, we went over this. It's an Outback Steakhouse.
That's right! Okay! I was about to say, like, didn't we make a fucking joke about this? Okay. This is the thing, going from one stream to another, especially weekly. I don't
forget all the
remember
good
half
jokes.
the shit I said. I just say things and hope people laugh. It seems a lot of different restaurants have their own unique tableware. So this is
the symbol of La Carnival, is it?
That was your line, not mine.
You're stepping on my toes. Do we have to, like,
Sorry.
examine the cow or the coin?
Maybe.
Yeah, we did.
I certainly never expected to find a precious coin underneath this thick cut of meat. And it's from the Hoi area, too. That would make it really quite valuable.
It's well marinated and the juices as well. Look.
Can you marinate metal?
No, I don't think so.
I was about to say, like, you it works with meat because there's, like, pores and shit, right?
Mm-hmm. It
What,
makes
are you
it
thinking of
tender.
eating it? Yeah.
No, but the next time I ordered a steak in an expensive restaurant, one thing's for sure. My heart's going to be racing as I lift the meat and peer underneath for a prize.
I think you might have the wrong end of the stick about this, Ryunosuke.
A Koban coin underneath this steak. There's only one logical explanation.
She hit it.
She hit it.
Why-
Is that it?
Okay, well, go back and imagine how delicious that Koban coin is now that it's been stewed in steak for a day. I don't think it's marinated though. I don't think it works like that. Just a sec, I promise.
Are you back?
I'm back.
Okay.
As the evidence requested by the defense has not been shown to be problematic in any way.
Although
I
there have been
presume-
plenty more problematic things that have happened in this fucking courtroom.
I presume any further examination of evidence in this trial will be unnecessary.
Oh
As
my
the
god,
defense-
Connor Page makes a good thing. What if this is the wrong plate? Because he said he grabbed the sergeants as well.
Oh my god, the sergeant stole the coin.
The sergeant stole the coin and he gave us the wrong plate! This is going on forever! Endless court!
That blood stain was going to clinch the trial for me. Can this
Sounds
plate
like
of steak
a tiny
reveal
word, or-
It does.
Never mind.
any other clues at all?
Yeah, there's a fucking coin in it!
There's a clue.
I'm going insane. Yeah.
I'm so sick of this trial.
Me too! It's gone on for so long!
Your Excellency, please, this plate of beef is hiding another clue. Another clue that will reveal the shocking truth. It won't reveal anything.
I want to see Sherlock Holmes! The only thing that's shocking here is your unhealthy fascination with beefsteak.
Your Excellency, I think I've made myself clear, haven't I? Hurry this shit along. I will not be able to turn a blind eye to any more unnecessary procrastination in this trial. Why am I agreeing with the racist? Novella's being driven to her absolute peak because of racism. God. I hate that that's right. This is what I expected from funny lawyer game.
Miss Brett, but we must ensure a thorough examination of the evidence. I will not give a ruling until I'm completely satisfied that all reasonable doubt has been dispelled.
I see. As an friend ally of my country, that's still your position, is it?
Yes.
Novella canceled. Again, I'm used to it by now. Cancel me. It's fine.
This is your new life now.
You know what? Whatever. I'm gonna keep getting the racist lines in this game. I'm accepting it. I'm not saying the racism is okay, by the way. I'm just accepting that this is my curse.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Make you sympathize with the racist by making literally every person brain dead.
God.
Counsel for the defense, you will now clearly show the court to what you are alluding.
Where precisely on the play is the beef? Yeah.
Fucking meat. Look at the meats.
Huh?
Why?
No!
We know this.
We already read this.
And it won't let me go faster.
We've already read this. Please let us see it. Please.
Oh, the good joke.
Yeah, greatest joke in this entire stream so far. Coin. Come on. Just present it.
Hey, did you know that it's from the Hoei era?
Yeah. That's really interesting.
I sure hope I find a coin under my next steak meal. As a nice little prize.
What?
Oh, I have to
Why can't we-
present.
why can't-
I have to. I've hit X and I'm supposed to hit triangle.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, can we not? Okay, great.
Good gracious, that's...
Come on.
What on earth?
A Hoei era one at that.
That was your line. See,
I saw
last
that.
time I kept forgetting that it was my characters, and then just being silent for 15 seconds. Now your characters pop up and I think they're mine. Same problem, different direction.
Miss Brett!
This is in fact the beef steak that you ordered at the restaurant on that day in question. Is it? No.
Tell me, why is there an old coin seemingly hidden underneath the meat?
What a ridiculous question. How should I know?
I've never seen nothing before in my life. I don't know what this is, but I want no part of it.
Objection! I fail to see how this is relevant. A coin under the meat?
Why would it not be relevant?
How would it not be irrelevant? That's not normal, sir.
That could simply have been a careless mistake by the chef in a moment of the what?
Oh
Yeah,
let me just... Oh, whoops, I slipped my priceless antique into the meat that I just gave a customer. Whoops, silly me. Don't be absurd. We're supposed to believe this happened by accident in the kitchen. Thank God Kazuma has a brain cell. A rare Hoei Koban just happens to be hidden underneath that piece of steak.
Alright, see y'all in 2 hours when the game finally catches up to the players.
If this turns out to be irrelevant to the case, I'll rip up my ticket to Great Britain right now.
He's right. It can't be a coincidence. Your Excellency!
Yes, Counsel?
A rare Hoei Koban just happens to be hidden underneath that piece of steak. If this turns out to be irrelevant to the case, I'll give up my lawyer job right now.
You're
Well,
not
yeah,
a
because
lawyer.
You're going to jail.
Objection! By all means, don't let us stop you! No one invited you anyway!
Shut up. Perhaps, little boy, you should realize that it is you who is irrelevant. Great. Gang up on the man.
Even though I'm the one on trial here.
If I had a nickel for every time I found a coin under a piece of meat, I would have 1 nickel. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened, right?
Yeah, it's weird that it happened once.
The point is, it's essential that we ask the owner of this coin if he can explain what it's doing under the steak.
The owner?
Yes, it's obvious. There's only one person it can belong to. The owner of the Koban was found underneath the beefsteak is...
Old man.
the old man. Obviously, it can only be the antiques dealer and owner of Rasute Curio Kore Kutasan.
His name is Curio. Goddamn.
Wait, what's curio mean?
Curio, it basically means like an antique, essentially.
Oh.
A curio is an actual English word for antique.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Curie? As in Mr. Cucumber something? Honestly, these ridiculous Japanese names are quite unfathomable. Shut the fuck up!
Ah, yes. The old man who testified earlier alongside the military sergeant, correct?
Yes, Your Excellency.
I remember him saying he was up to something with his Koban coin when it happened. At exactly the moment the gun was fired.
He was looking for the coin. Oh,
this
right,
was
he
you.
was me.
The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor.
Too busy on the floor, sorry. What were you doing?
Hunting for treasure. Treasure?
Frazier?
Indeed, the Hoei era Koban, my prized coin. Then this Hoei era Koban, do you mean to tell me?
Objection! No. Why would Korikuda-san's Koban be sandwiched between the victim's beef steak and its plate? It makes no sense.
Yes! Which is why I'm asking to bring Korikuta-san back to the witness stand so we can ask him.
Officer, bring both witnesses that testified earlier back in here.
Are we going to have to cross-examine them?
Yep.
Without a moment's delay.
I'm gonna be like, we proved that it's not her steak, it's the sergeant's.
I can't believe we've come back round to that pair again. Me neither, Rinosuke.
Either. I thought we had this.
But I have a hunch, a strong hunch, that if we chase down the real significance of this Koban, we'll find that it's a key element in the case.
New chapter?
Is this a new chapter? Okay.
Oh, now we have 4 people
Oh.
on the stand. Cool.
Oh, I forgot about the baby.
Oh yeah, the baby.
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby. Oh. Nobody's gonna understand that reference.
No one's gonna understand the reference, but last week we referenced, oh, egg, shut up. So anything is, it's all fair game. Oh god, I have to fucking channel Neon J from NSR. Okay. What's this all about? Why have I been called up again? Don't you realize that it's dinner time for little baby Ido?
Aw.
Aw, he was feeding his kid! When my son's belly is empty, he's fiercer than a pack of wolves! Yeah, he sure looks it.
Exploited by the police, we were like miserable dogs, forced to bear false witness. Stop
Oh, he's got
bringing
a
the
knife!
knife! Stop bringing the knife into court! This is the second time, sir! And when cast from this courtroom myself, I became a ruined man in a trice, a worthless, withered antique. Nothing more have I to say. The sun has set on this Rasute shop owner's existence.
You testified to court and you didn't kill yourself!
Be that as it may, Korakuta-san, something has come to light that requires your clarification. As far as your...
Oh, in his fucking boot!
Oh
You stabbed his foot!
no! Now you're going to jail, sir!
You're going to jail for real, and his baby had to see it happen.
Look how scared the baby is! Yes, that's it! The one, the very one! The very exact one that is! The resplendent, splendiferous Hoei treasure that my rusty boat managed to misplace that fateful day. I hate voice acting.
Yeah, welcome to my world.
As I thought.
Young man, enlighten this decrepit old fool. Put me out of my misery. Where?
Just fucking kill me!
Why does no one care? He doesn't care about the knife anymore?
I guess.
Or is he dead? He's sort of hunched over.
Maybe he's too tough, he didn't even feel it.
Where was my treasure? Where was it dropped? Oh,
The spider!
What?
Ah!
Oh, the spider.
Spider! I caught it, I put it in an old gum container.
Oh, good. Novella had a spider on her desk before we started the stream.
And I was like, it's fine if it stays here because it's not crawling on my hands. And then it tried to crawl on my hands. So, cool, great, thanks. All right, just let me put like something heavy on top of it just to make sure the spider doesn't get out. There we go. I'll throw it off my balcony once we're done.
I'm not sure if it was dropped anywhere.
We found your coin sandwiched between a beef steak and its plate, soaking in the seasoned meat's juices.
Sandwich? Soaking? Seriously?
Clearly, it couldn't have fallen there by accident. Which means somebody must have hidden it there on purpose.
Oh my god, I wonder who it possibly could have been who would do such a thing.
I wonder.
Somebody could shield my Hoei treasure between a slab of meat and a metal plate. Oh. Who?
Spider Bro.
Who would do such a thing? Such an inconceivable thing.
Hey, can I interrupt just to tell a funny story? Because
Sure.
100% that happened before. Spider Bro just wants to play video games. I don't know if I told this story before, but at one point I was playing Minecraft like late at night, and I was like swimming through an ocean, and all of a sudden a spider started dropping down from my ceiling and was about to land on my arm, and I actually sat there in panic for 10 seconds because I was like, oh god, if I leave to take care of the spider, I'll drown in Minecraft.
That's worse
So
than
I
death.
almost let a spider walk on me because I was like, I don't want to lose my stuff in Minecraft. I did let myself drown. Because...
Good, that was the right decision.
Yeah, it was a big spider too. It was like half the size of my palm. It was huge.
Ew!
Yeah, it was a big fucking spider. I'm not afraid of spiders. I should say that, and it should be very clear just from like looking at me. But at the same time, it's like I don't want them touching me. It's like people. I don't mind people. I don't want them touching me.
Honestly, fair.
Excuse me. Could I say something?
He's interrupting my Minecraft story time.
Yes, of course! Sorry for talking about Minecraft. What's Minecraft?
It won't be
Proceed,
released
Inspector.
for another 100 years. Don't worry about it.
I mentioned this earlier on in the trial, bud.
You took 2 plates!
You presented the wrong plate!
I was working undercover in the restaurant in order to investigate another case.
Ah, yes, that's right. The secret undercover operation.
La Carnival is a high-class Western cuisine restaurant and affects wealthy diners, including many foreigners. Recently, there have been a run of similarly executed thefts targeting the restaurant's rich clientele. A number of such incidents have been reported to the police bureau. Wicked crimes indeed, much worse than murder.
The sergeant's stealing stuff.
The sergeant is totally stealing stuff.
We wanted to nip the case in the bud quickly, especially with so many foreigners being affected.
So that's why you went, you were sent in undercover, is it?
Yes, I took on the job of waiter at the restaurant in order to flush out the criminal. It seems likely that this Koban incident is the work of the same thief.
So unbeknownst to us, there was a master thief at work in the restaurants on a regular basis. The place was already the scene of several crimes, it seems.
I don't know about the master thief part, but the identity of the person who stole and hid Kore Kuta's-san's Koban is all too clear.
What?
What?
I think the court would like to hear the defense's view on this matter.
All the voices are blending into one.
Tell us, who is the despicable scoundrel that stole Korakuta-san's Koban and hid it under the steak?
This man.
This man right here.
Obviously, it can only be you. Surgeon Iyase Noza? Iyasa Noza? Isa Noza?
What? How? How dare you, you monster!
I have a child, how can I be a criminal?
Exactly!
Monster?
Yeah, remember at the beginning of this case when we thought Kazuma did it?
I still think he did it.
No!
He was still shot. Somebody shot him.
It was the fucking lady. They even said it. She probably had a hidden gun. I stole that Koban, did I? I'm the master thief of La Carnival, am I?
Yes.
You're seriously accusing me of these crimes, cadet!
Yes.
But it wasn't me. It was Ido. You're blaming your son? Ido is the mastermind behind all this. The child is also stolen.
So the kid saw something shiny and put it under his plate? What?
Yes? Is that what you're saying, sir? You're saying your son's a kleptomaniac?
You would push the blame of your crimes onto your own son, an innocent little baby? It's you who's the monster, Sergeant Nosa.
Uh-oh.
I didn't... What? What the fuck are you doing, sir?
They're playing horse.
Baby.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's adorable.
The baby's controlling him like Ratatouille.
Oh, it's Ratatouille! Nippon Imperial Army, Sergeant Iesa Noza, preparing to stand down in the Supreme Court, sir!
What?
What just fucking happened?
Why did the baby salute?
Baby breakdown. Do any of you know of the extraordinarily low wages the Nippon Imperial Army pays those it expects to keep our country safe?
I understand that the temporary increase in taxation owing to the recently ended conflict remains in place. And I have heard it's hard for lower-ranking soldiers to make a living, yes.
All I want is to put a hot meal on the table for my son.
That's why you were stealing things at the restaurant?
The place is heaving with money. Every 3 days, I go there and do reconnaissance for our target. And I'd enjoy chomping my way through a good steak at the same time.
How can you afford the steak?
Yeah, you're just saying, oh, I'm so poor I have to steal from rich folks, and then you're like, yeah, let me eat like a $30 steak every 3 days.
It sounds like he doesn't bother with a knife and fork even, which is worryingly believable.
And your target that day was the old man in his koban? Yes, sir. He was an easy mark. I slipped the coin into my pocket without any trouble at all.
A veritable phantom thief you are.
I was all set to leave the steak. I was halfway through devouring when it happened.
Bang. Yes! When the professor was shot!
I knew that if the police conducted a search and found the coin in my pocket, I'd be finished. Ido, too. So I hid the incriminating evidence as fast as I could. On the double! I slipped it under the steak, hoping that I'd be able to rendezvous with it again at a later date. That's a lot of silence.
Because they're realizing that they have the wrong plate.
Yeah. Great job, Mr. Officer, sir!
This is ridiculous? Oh.
Perhaps you could carry on with this absurd prattling in your own time?
Well, Miss Brett?
Oh, of course, dear lady, of course! How rude of us! It's time for me to simp! I'm sure there's no need to detain you any longer at all!
Except we have the wrong plate. He T-posed! Don't T-pose!
May the esteemed gentlewoman please be excused, Your Excellency!
Do you think there are, like, pain fuckers out there? Like, people that really like pain and ouchie?
God, probably, but I don't want there to be. Electric chair for all of them, too.
Indeed. The theft of the Koban was clearly perpetrated by this baby-saddled sergeant. It would certainly appear to be unrelated to Dr. Wilson's murder.
But this means we have the wrong plate!
We have the wrong plate!
Of course it is. Hiding a coin under a lump of meat? The sheer nonsense of such an idea astounds me.
Nonsense, is it?
Well. Oof.
Oof.
And as for picking up your steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork, it's beyond nonsense. It's pure madness.
The secret to Ouchie's success in the simp race war. The simping race war is that he's the only competitor.
Good fucking God.
Very well. Now that all the questioning concerning this witness's testimony have been answered, I see no further justification for detaining her.
Sir, we have
the wrong place!
the race course starts now!
No!
Miss Brett, you were free to leave.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Good luck, everyone. And a good day.
Is British a race? He looked at me when I asked that question.
The slow turn to the camera!
He's making fun of my question. That's not allowed.
Like the two anime girls in my head controlling me like the Ratatouille rat are asking the dumbest questions known to man. Ryunosuke, what is the matter with you? This is no time for daydreaming. This is no time to ask whether British is a race.
Oh no, it's just these two anime girls in my head, you know? What's anime?
It won't be invented for another 100 years. Don't worry about it.
Something about Miss Brett's parting words there got me thinking. I can't quite work out what exactly, but something she said jarred with me. I feel like there was a contradiction in there somewhere. Something didn't quite add up.
If that's the case, don't just stand there thinking. Make your voice hurt.
Sorry.
Don't voice the British thing. You can think later. But if you don't call up now, it'll be too late. The trial will be over. Just yell.
Hold it! Wait, Miss Brett.
What is it now?
I'm afraid, just one last time. There's something I'd like to ask you. I'd like you to explain the contradiction in your parting words from just a few moments ago.
I didn't even notice the parting.
I didn't notice either.
I think you blasted my brain out with that question.
I never got an answer.
I think a British person is just white.
Okay.
I don't think it's a separate race.
Hmm.
What are you talking about? What contradiction?
What new student nonsense is this?
Well, what parting words are you talking about, Ryunosuke? Because I legitimately do not remember.
I also was not paying attention.
How do you claim your love? The sheer nonsense of such an idea sound. Oh yeah, so she. Wait.
So she's admitting that it's not hers. It's not her plate.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool.
And as for picking up your steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork,
That part's not.
it's beyond nonsense. It's pure madness. Well, because like whenever you look at the steak, it actually has like bite circles in it. So that's also her saying, no, that's not my fucking plate.
Yes, I'm right. What she said there exposed an undeniable contradiction.
Listen, whatever it takes to get the characters to the same place we are, I'm for it.
One of these days they'll get there.
One of these days.
I'm going to need to see evidence, Counsel. If Miss Brett's words truly are contradictory, where is the evidence to prove it?
It's the fucking plate.
It's not her plate.
It's not
Is it this one or
hers.
the picture of the plate?
Try the plate first, because I think that that's more...
Oops.
Yeah, look, it has bite marks out in it.
Oh yeah.
You don't make circular marks like that with a knife and fork unless you're actually trying to make it look like bite marks.
Take that!
The steak that Miss Brett had been eating before the professor was killed. Yes, go on.
More accurately, Your Excellency.
The steak that was on the victim's table just before the professor was killed.
Except we know that's not true.
Now you're just splitting hairs!
Not true. Doesn't something like this steak strike you as very unnatural?
Unnatural? What on earth do you mean?
The bite marks.
It's extremely obvious. I'm talking about the shape of the edge where it's been eaten. I see you've noticed it too, Miss Brett.
Oh, that's me.
Notice what exactly, Council?
Just a few moments ago, Miss Brett claimed no Englishman could even contemplate picking up a steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork.
Of course she did! She's a refined English gentlewoman herself!
Then take a good look at this steak in particular, the edge where it's been eaten.
Yeah.
As you can see, there are clearly defined barbaric teeth marks there.
Oh!
Ah! It looks like Miss Brett has realized something.
So, if the witness, as she claims, wouldn't contemplate eating anything without using a knife and fork, there shouldn't be teeth marks on the steak at all.
Objection! But what is your actual point?
It's not hers!
Not hers! Now I understand, because sometimes I watch, like, playthroughs of the Danganronpa games, because I like them. And whenever people are doing the first case and they're, like, screaming, "It's Leon, you idiots!"
Spoilers!
It's the first game. The first game has been out for over 10 years now.
Yeah, it's fine. You get 2 weeks. And then spoilers don't matter.
Yeah, like, if you want it to remain unspoiled for Danganronpa and you haven't played it yet, it's been on Steam for like 5 years. It's not like you need a PSP anymore to play it. But anyways, yeah, I finally understand.
Oh, whatever you say, dear lady.
Oh right, she told him to shut up.
As I said, I really must be leaving now.
Oh, look at, she's worried.
Yeah, she's worried.
She's got
She's sweating.
the anime purple over her eyes.
Afternoon tea with the Minister of Justice cannot possibly wait any longer.
Watch, she's gonna show her eyes, because she hasn't yet. She's gonna show her eyes and they're gonna be like devil eyes. It's gonna be like that. This is also kind of a spoiler, but like that one dude in Catherine.
Oh, yeah.
Where you see his eyes and they're like fucking
Goat
distorted
eyes.
sheep eyes. Yeah.
Of course! This will all be over in the blink of an eye. Rest assured, I'm about to put this rookie in his place. Just leave everything to—
Shut up! I've heard enough. You irritating little spectacled samurai relic.
Thank God. Of course, dear lady. Insult me harder.
What's the matter, Miss Brett? Have we ruffled your feathers? Because that way she gets the fucking swan on her head so they could make that fucking pun.
Just so they could make that one joke.
Clearly, the witness knows what this means. She's realized the catastrophic implications these teeth marks in the steak have for her.
Ryunosuke, do you know where you're going with this?
Yeah, do you not know?
The anime girls have been screaming in my head for the past hour.
Yes, now, at last, I can listen to the two anime girls. The mysterious teeth marks in the steak that had allegedly been eaten with cutlery.
100th assassin is saying what we're all thinking. Kazuma, I love you.
The reason why the bloodstain I know I saw somehow seems to have disappeared. And most importantly, the evidence that proves once and for all who shot Dr. Wilson that day.
Are we finally there? That'd be really...
We're finally there. Has
That'd
it
be
caught up to
pretty
us?
cool.
I accept that these teeth marks in the steak are a little unnatural, as you put it, Counsel. But
God, this case is gonna be solved because some army guy didn't know table manners.
But
what exactly are you suggesting to tell us?
Everything, Your Excellency.
The wrong plate! Everything!
Yes, I believe that these barbaric teeth marks in the steak here amount to conclusive evidence in this case. Evidence that will prove beyond any doubt who shot Dr. Wilson.
Okay, I wouldn't go that far.
Shut up! Conclusive evidence? How many times have I heard that today?
Exactly.
you're speaking
hate
my
this,
language,
right.
Brett.
Worst. It's that one Onion article headline that's heartbreaking. The worst person you know just made an awfully good point. Case in point! Fucking...
You wouldn't know the meaning of the phrase. Typical Japanese empty threats.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, electric chair, electric chair, electric chair, electric chair, electric chair. How can you be so sure?
Oh, it's quite simple. If you really had such conclusive evidence, you would have presented it to the court long ago.
Have you never been in one of these games, ma'am?
Actually, the evidence I'm talking about hasn't been brought here before the court yet.
Hasn't been... What?
But just because it hasn't been shown yet, doesn't mean that the evidence does not exist.
Objection! This is absurd! The trial has run several hours already, and you say there's evidence yet to be brought forward?
They're really calling themselves out here.
You're pointing it out!
That can't be! I don't believe you have it!
Objection! I don't, but there is someone who does have it. Someone in this very courtroom.
It's the cop who's still not sworn in!
And if that person is willing to submit the piece of evidence I'm referring to, it will solve every remaining mystery about this case.
Please, just end it.
Very well. I have a feeling this will be my last request of the defense in this trial.
And that 2 hours ago!
Who possesses the conclusive evidence?
You do! Matsunaga! Fuck!
The answer is obvious. It's Inspector Hosonaga.
What? I have it.
Yes.
You gave us the wrong fucking plate!
You think I've been withholding conclusive evidence?
You
That's
haven't been sworn in!
No, I'm not saying that. Everyone's attention has been focused on the stake with the teeth marks.
Yes.
Now, earlier this afternoon, Sergeant Nosa told the courtroom the following. I'd enjoy chomping my way through a good steak. And, as well as admitting to stealing Korekuta-san's coin, he told us that he slipped it under the steak.
You watch it, cadet! I'm a superior officer!
Sergeant Nosa, could you please confirm something for me? Was the steak that you put the coin under, in fact, your own steak?
Attention! Affirmative, of course. I might be a soldier in the Imperial Nippon Army, but still. Welcome back, Connor! Nothing has changed! We're still in hell! I'm not brave enough to ask a foreign gentle lady if she'd mind me manhandling her meal to hide something in it.
In other words, the steak that the detective submitted as evidence earlier was in fact Sergeant Nosa's meal.
There we go, it caught up!
Objection! But that makes no sense!
Don't fucking say that!
They're in purgatory.
We really are in purgatory! Change the title of this stream to Welcome to Crime Purgatory. Please. For the love of God. We've been
Okay,
trapped.
I'm doing it.
Awesome.
That plate was taken from the victim's table!
To
How do
court?
people enjoy these games? They're so infuriating. They usually aren't! we're infuriated because it's like a perfect storm of several elements. Like, you have the fact that we figured it out like 2 hours before the characters did. Even before then, because I think we called it was poison like halfway through last stream. And then, like, we realized it was the wrong plate as soon as we saw the coin. Like, usually this doesn't happen. And
usually the first case is not this long.
Yeah,
it's never this long.
It's like an hour long.
Objection! Yeah, the gentlewoman doesn't take bites out of her steak, nor did she have any opportunity to steal the coin.
Of course I didn't steal it. To even suggest such a thing would be an affront to the entire British Empire. I just realized I should have been giving her a British accent, but I don't know how to do those.
Well then, how do you explain this paradox?
Exactly! Surely you're not going to suggest that this dumbass gave us the wrong plate! That the sergeant switched the 2 steaks over.
That's exactly what he's gonna suggest.
You did switch the plates?!
Well, after it happened,
Bang.
when I saw the civilian had been murdered right in front of my eyes like that, I panicked. As I said, I immediately lifted my stake and hid the coin underneath it. But then when the waiter announced he was an undercover policeman, I thought I'd had it. If he decided to investigate my slab of meat, that'd be it. I'd be getting my marching orders to the electric chair. So when the cadet here was arrested and taken off to the kitchen, I seized my chance. Go
That's
away,
not
son.
good for your child's head.
With military precision and timing. I switched my steak with the one on the foreign lady's table. Honestly, I believe that she tried to steal the coin and put it in the British Museum would be on brand. It would be on brand for the British Museum. What? I mean, a lot of museums are like that, though. You can't have. I never saw you do such a thing. It was called Operation Lightning Bolt. There was no time for strategic planning. No thinking, only action. It was do or die, I tell you. So yes, I did what had to be done.
Unbelievable!
I love how half of this playthrough is just me screaming. I really hope my neighbors aren't like, what the fuck is wrong with her? However, fear not, Prosecutor Son.
What now?
I swear on the brass buttons on my uniform. That is all I did, sir.
All you did? That's plenty, Sergeant!
Yes!
No time for
So-
planning, which is why it has an operation name.
So, if Sergeant knows to switch the plates over, it means he took Miss Brett's steak and the plate it was on back to his own table.
Yes, that follows.
Inspector Hosonaga,
Yes.
earlier in this trial, you told the court this. You said that you had not only taken Miss Brett's steak after the incident, but also the sergeant's. That, to preserve evidence, you had taken both. Oh, she's mad.
Ooh, she's really mad.
That's correct. I forget what his voice was. That's correct. Then please present it to the court now.
We'll see that there's blood on it.
The pose! He's doing it! The plate that was actually on the victim's table at the precise moment he was shot!
Shut up! What can that possibly tell us now?
Well, if there's blood on it, bitch.
I mean, according cold slab of tough meat. It can't have the slightest bearing on the case. Yeah, we thought that last time when we brought on 2 new witnesses. No, you're not wriggling your way out of it this time, lady. I beg your pardon? Surely you're not that forgetful. Surely you remember the reason why this steak pan promises to prove such a problem for you. No? Yeah, the mask is stretched. You're the ones who decided it was a problem, not me. The reason the defense asked to see that plate was to confirm something the defendant remembers seeing. Thinks he remembers.
I'm quite sure of what I saw, Miss Brett.
He's getting gaslighted again.
On the side of the plate that was on the table directly behind Dr. Wilson, there was a clear splattering of blood from the gunshot wound to the victim's chest.
I believe the defendant's memory serves him well. To be fair to her, Cosma, it has been 30 minutes since the last plate was brought up. And now we have the evidence to prove it. The plate you were eating from, Miss Brett. Let's go.
Let us
go.
not prolong this any farther, Inspector. You will show us the evidence to the court.
End my suffering, please.
Present the beefsteak and plate that was originally on the victim's table at the time of the incident.
God, that cloth he's holding must be covered in blood.
Yes, sir.
It was that voice. That's the voice. It's basically Ryunosuke.
Sorry for keeping you.
Oh, look it! It has blood on it. Who would have thought? How much longer are these anime boys going to fawn over this meat?
Here's the other steak and its plate. Please, feel free to examine it.
And
Nobody can
there's
see the blood.
The blood
Fuck
stain.
yeah.
It's clearly visible, look. Yes! Now this makes everything clear. The blood you can see on the side of the plate shows at the moment the victim was shot, he was facing the table with his back to me.
Okay, I'm dreading them saying, oh, well, the blood stain is on the wrong side of the plate from where he was shot, so you gotta prove that the plate was the right way around.
We still haven't proved that she even had a gun either.
Oh god, you're right, son of a bitch. In other words, it's impossible for Naruhodo-san to have shot the victim.
Can't be.
In fact, there's only one person who could possibly have shot Dr. Wilson from the front. I'm sure everyone knows by now who that person is.
This is purgatory for bad lawyers.
That's right. Miss Giselle Brett. It's you!
Yay!
Are we over?
pose!
Are we done?
Oh,
Are
we
we
gotta
gonna
see her breakdown. We gotta
Her
see her
full-on
cry.
breakdown.
Breakdown. Oh, she's having a heart attack?
Did you hear that noise? Is her hat alive?
I think her hat is alive. I mean, it was flapping its arms. Outdone? Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. She's breaking down because she's so racist. By a Japanese? Me? By a Japanese schoolboy? No.
Yikes!
Yo, there are baby chicks falling out.
Why
of
are
the
there
back.
so many babies?
Oh, it was so cute. What is going on?
She died, bro!
Purgatory.
We killed her! Aw.
Aw. Look at them. They're so cute.
Where did they come from?
Why does she have a live bird as a hat? Please excuse my little outburst. I briefly lost my composure. Unfortunately, she is not dead. Most unbecoming behavior for an English gentlewoman. Forgive me.
Well, Miss Brett, I think it's time you told the court what actually happened that day. The truth, this time.
She died and went to racist heaven. That's an oxymoron. Gladly, Your Excellency. It was I who took the professor's life, using Curare.
Hell yeah!
As potion of quiet hurting. As you surmised, I chose that particular day for one very important reason. The professor had a dental appointment for the extraction of one of his teeth in the morning. So you planned to kill the professor, knowing that no trace of poison would be found in his water. Because curare is unheard of here in Japan. Yes. Of course, I never intended to remain at the restaurant for as long as I did. I only needed to see the professor take one tiny sip of his water, and it would all be over. I would place the steak I had ordered in front of him to make it appear as though he had been dining alone. And leave immediately. However, before any of that happened, there was an unexpected visitor at the professor's table.
That's me! I suppose. I suppose, yeah.
Yes, you. Who else? Such a trifling matter. But the fact that you decided to come over and greet the professor... meant that I had lost my chance to slip away unnoticed. In due course, the professor took a sip of his water and was paralyzed. I made sure he was sitting in his chair such that he wouldn't fall. There was no going back at that point. So I concocted a plan in the spur of the moment. A plan to pin Dr. Wilson's murder on this innocent man. I happen to know that the professor always carried a gun. I decided to use that fact to my advantage. I had the bottle of curare in my handbag. And my own pistol concealed under my skirt.
There we go.
And it's a good place to hide a pistol.
Under your skirt?
Don't get ideas, you fucking simp.
Please show me! So
No.
I was right. There were two guns.
Yes.
And then I finished my coffee and got up to leave. That's when I noticed the professor's gun, which you had presumably placed on the floor. Placed where you were sure that I would notice it.
And everything went according to plan. You noticed the gun, as I'd intended. And then, just as you bent down to pick it up,
Bang!
bang.
That's when you shot the professor with your own gun. Even though at that point he was already dead.
Naturally, the gunshot caused a commotion, at which point the waiter appeared.
Obviously, I assumed Naruhodo-san was the culprit and apprehended him. I took him to the pantry that adjoins the kitchen and locked him inside.
That's when I took the opportunity to turn the professor and his chair around. Because, of course. You needed to make it look like the defendant had shot Dr. Wilson from where he'd picked up the gun.
Oh my god, he stands so far away from her now. He's like, yuck, germs.
Gross.
Murder
Don't
aura
breathe
smells
your pure
bad.
breath on me. So, there you have it. That is the entirety of my misdemeanor. That's a little more than a misdemeanor, ma'am. Your Excellency,
Yes?
I wonder. Might I speak with you in private later?
No.
What? What are you
No.
doing? What
are you gonna
doing,
kill
ma'am?
him?
Ma'am? Ma'am?
Why would he say yes?
I shall call on you.
What?
She just confessed to murdering someone, and she wants to meet you in public?
And you know that she has a
private-
gun. I hate it here.
I hate it here. I hate it here. Good day then, everyone.
She's leaving.
I hope that you can forgive me, Naruhodo-san.
She's going to tea.
We still didn't get to see her eyes.
She's gonna come back. Clown court.
Ooh! Ooh!
It would seem this trial has finally run its course.
Emphasis on finally.
I presume the prosecution is in agreement.
This can't be! Takatsuchi Ouchi does not lose!
I'll get used to it.
Not to the likes of this rookie student!
You'd better start getting used to tough opposition.
Ah! Ryunosuke Heart Naruhodo!
What? Yes?
This insult to the Ouchi family name will never be forgotten!
Is this the explanation for why Pain shows up in every game?
Yeah. All of his ancestors. He's cursing him right now.
He's cursing him. You've become conceited with age, Council. But the old have to stand aside to make way for the new.
Cosmo says, fuck old people.
It's the way of the world. May you never forget that.
He's gonna kill him.
He's gonna kill him. He's gonna cut that stupid ponytail off his head.
Yeah!
What a good video game. It was all worth it.
It was all worth it, because we got a cutscene. 1,000 millennia may pass, and still the Ouchi clan will never measure up to the Naruhodo clan.
Amazing.
Amazing! Dude, you killed him and his ancestors.
This trial in the Supreme Court of Japan will, I believe, go down in history as the start of a new chapter in our country's judicial system.
Also,
Yeah, we're
Cosmo's
gonna
gonna get
make it less
charged with
shit.
like assault now.
Because this was this was a circus.
Cosmo's gonna be charged with assault with a deadly weapon.
To be fair, Miss Brett should have been fucking charged with destruction of evidence. She did it in front of like 100 witnesses.
That's true, that's true.
Despite being summoned as the accused, you, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, presented an excellent case.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
The use of evidence and deduction to unravel the truth is a modern methodology. After all, it was only been a few short decades since our country opened its doors to the wider world. But the Western ideas of science are rapidly gaining acceptance here. I feel sure that science will soon bring new methods of investigation and new procedures of justice.
Like the electric chair!
Shut up! A new future of laws awaits. But what it will look like, I cannot begin to imagine. That is for the young to pursue. Kazuma Asogi.
current games. That explains why he's so senile in the earlier games. The judge is an immortal being. Yes?
After this trial, you are set to embark on a journey of discovery to the illustrious British Empire. Learn all you can, absorb everything of the wider world that you are able to. And do not forget to fulfill the mission imposed upon you.
I understand, Your Excellency.
That's weird. This is weird. He's going there to commit a crime, I bet. He's going there to murder.
Oh, plot twist.
What was that about? Why do you look so grave all of a sudden?
Never mind.
As for you, Ryunosuke Naruhodo,
Oh, yes?
in you I sense, how can I put it, unusual potential. I very much look forward to seeing how you carry that onwards.
Thank you, Your Excellency. That's the wrong voice.
That is
Thank
the
you.
wrong voice.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Nobody even had that voice.
No one even had that voice. That was just a you thing.
One of the voices in my mind, like Randy Orton. It's time to deliver the final verdict.
I hereby find the defendant Ryunosuke Naruhodo not guilty.
Guilty!
We did it. We beat the first case.
Aw, it's cherry blossoms instead of confetti.
Yay.
Dude,
It only
like
took
that.
9 hours.
it only took
No,
9 hours.
It was 8. It was 8 hours.
Yeah, it's 420.
Oh, hell yeah.
The case ended at 420. Yeah, it's
This
all
court-
worth it.
This court is now adjourned. Everybody get drunk, it's 420.
That's not what 420 means.
Get drunk. Get drunk.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Get drunk at 420. That's fine too.
22nd November, 2:46 p.m. Supreme Court of Judicature, Defendants, Antechamber 5.
I can't believe it. I can't believe what's happened. I made it. I defended myself and made it through that horrendous trial.
Ryunosuke, you finally pulled it off. Congratulations.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you, Kazuma.
No, it was a pleasure to watch you at work. So, you owe me an extra-large sukiyaki from the place on Yume University Street. Don't forget, we are dating.
Good afternoon. All your hard work was certainly paid off.
Oh, hell yeah, I was right.
Congratulations
Thank
to
God.
both of you for providing Naruhodo-san's innocence.
I was so scared it was gonna be the professor guy because I
The
do
old
not
guy.
remember what voice I gave him. Our trusty critical assistant. You worked hard for that result too, you know?
Oh no, I didn't do anything. Thank you so much! If we hadn't had that research report of Miss Brett's, I don't know how things would have turned out. Your kind words should really be for my father. I was simply doing as he asked. It was his idea for me to go to the university and investigate. Your father? Oh yeah, of course. Forgive me for intruding on court proceedings, Your Excellency. Sasuto Mikotoba, judicial assistant to the defense. Speaking of Mikotoba,
Her eyes do really weird things when she blinks. Have you noticed that?
I'm looking at it.
They like roll down. Oh, only when she's looking forward. Like her eyes roll back into her head.
That's weird.
Also, this is the old man. I hope you remembered the voice.
I literally just said I didn't. Oh god. Ah, there you are. I believe congratulations are in order. This is not the voice.
Hello, Sergeant.
That's not. Yeah, no, that was the sergeant bleeding in there. No. Maybe they're related.
Maybe.
Naruhodo, you did an excellent job.
Thank you, Professor.
It's a voice. It'll work.
It'll work.
I'm sure he'll die at some point.
No. Oh, yeah. Oh no, it is I who should be thanking you, after all. Your efforts exposed the true criminal that took the life of my good friend.
Good friend? Oh yeah, you mentioned that before. It was you who actually invited Dr. Wilson to Yume University, wasn't it?
Yeah, they were totally dating.
Yes, that's right. I forgot that this was me. Professor Mikotoba studied overseas himself. He went to study forensic medicine in Great Britain. Presumably that's when you met Dr. Wilson. Exactly. In those days, we worked together in the same hospital.
Oh, you worked together?
I've never heard you mention that before. Well, it was a long time ago now. Besides. It's your turn, Asogi. Great Britain is a magnificent country. It leads the world. In science, medicine, engineering, culture, and of course, in law. Watch and learn, my boy. My boy!
My boy!
Wrong one, I was going more YouTube poop.
Oh.
See what's happening in the world's largest melting pot. I will. I'll learn all that I can. I swear on this, the spirit of the Asogi clan.
You're not taking that sword to Great Britain, are you?
Yes, I'm gonna commit a crime there.
Of course I am. I'm committing crimes.
His eyes do it too!
Huh?
Oh, never mind. I thought no, sometimes they do it. Sometimes his eyes roll back in his head. Never mind.
I'm watching him blink, I'm not seeing it.
I swear one time they like rolled back into his head. Anyway.
I'm concerned the rest of this game will just be racism the game. Oh god. Same. That case has filled me with so much dread. A Japanese man's katana is his sword. This blade shows me where I need to go, and it's to Britain to commit crimes.
It's his soul, but go off.
And cuts down anything that's in my way.
Yes, I've definitely seen how sharp it is already with my own eyes.
That reminds me. What happened to the woman? To Giselle Brett, I mean. After all, she's guilty of murder. Ah, yes, her. It's not easy to tell you this, but oh god, is she claiming diplomatic immunity?
She escaped?
What do you mean? Surely she's going to face trial herself now. She's the true culprit after all.
She will be leaving Japan in the very near future, for Shanghai.
She's escaping the country!
What? Shanghai?
Giselle Brett will not appear in court again in this country. I'm certain of that.
What? But why not?
Oh, who the fuck is this?
Is it her?
It better not be her. I'll voice her anyways. It's a matter of consular jurisdiction.
Oh.
Oh!
Inspector Osnaga! It was a hard-fought battle in the courtroom today. Very impressive to watch. I must congratulate... But, what's all this about consular jurisdiction?
He's very, riled up right now. He can't talk.
Yeah.
We cannot try this particular foreigner for her crimes here in Japan. What? We can't try her? But then, who's going to bring her to justice?
British consular court will hear her case. Somewhere far away where our voices can't be heard.
But why a counselor court?
Professor, I simply don't understand. I thought consular courts were a thing of the past now that we've signed the friendship treaty. Yes, in normal circumstances, you're right. Then, so long as this is not a serious incident of highly political... Oh, it is, though. Because did they explain to me early in the case that, like, if they accuse a British person of doing it...
Yeah.
It can fuck up the treaty. Yeah, this is a serious incident of highly political nature. God damn it. They can't invoke a consular court just like that.
Oh, can't they?
Yes, she's a student, but it doesn't justify our government making secret agreements about her fate, does it? Something strange is going on. Although, yeah, I guess it is one of those things where it's like... I don't know where I was going with that thought. I just...
It just started and it flew
like
away.
A sign of a conspiracy instead of it just being like a political thing.
Maybe she's like the daughter of somebody or something.
She might be the daughter of like some big shot businessman.
So Miss Brett can't be held accountable for her actions here in Japan.
I'm afraid that for the young student. Today's trial was nothing more than a game all along. There was never any danger of comeuppance for her.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, it fucking sucks.
Believe it. The British government's Foreign Affairs Ministry has determined that we hand over custody of Miss Brett. They're obviously taking this case of a foreign student committing murder very seriously.
But it's all going to change from now on. We can make it change. This is a time of great turmoil, this new era heralded by the start of the 20th century. One day, I have no doubt, that woman will receive the judgment she deserves. Yes, change is coming, and we're the ones driving it. Hey, I hate that I just had the thought of like, oh, whoa, this game takes place at the same time as Murdoch Mysteries!
Let's go to Canada!
This is the new drinking game. Take a shot every time I mention Murdoch Mysteries!
You'll at least do it once a stream, so...
That's true. Take 5 shots when I mention Murdoch Mysteries.
Just to make it entertaining.
Just to make it entertaining. We should have started a fucking...
a drinking game for this.
Should have set up a drinking game for this stream. It would have been so much more fun.
Yeah, let's get drunk at, like, noon.
Okay, yeah, fair point. But our audience, some people, you know, they live in different time zones.
That's true, that's true. We could make the rules for them to do.
Yeah, that was what I was originally thinking. Instead of it being us drinking, though.
I always assume it's us.
I was actually considering getting an alcoholic beverage about halfway through. This case drove me to drink. It's the first one. Well, I think that's enough seriousness for now. This evening calls for a celebratory drink. Yeah!
Hell yeah! They're on the same page!
True!
But Professor!
You're right. This is no time for gloomy faces. Let's go day drinking. We should be celebrating Ryanosuke's not guilty verdict. Let's start having some fun.
In that case, might I suggest La Carnival?
Why would I want to go there?
Why would we go back to the place where a dude was murdered?
As the head waiter, I should be delighted to provide you with ample food and drink.
As long as it's on the house.
You're Detective Hosonaga-san, aren't you?
He's gonna give us tuberculosis.
Let's not worry about the details for now.
Is he just pretending to be a cop? Is he like a cop otaku?
Oh my god!
We're La Carnival. Will you accompany us, Professor? To La Carnival.
You got something in the corner of your mouth there, bud.
Yeah, wipe your
Of
fucking
course.
mouth.
La Carnival's food is second to none.
I shall go and attend to the paperwork for Naruhodo-san's release then, because I'm a woman.
No! See, now
Oh,
Val said
yes,
something
thank
so
you.
loud, it balances out.
And that was like improv, so that's just on me.
Yeah, that's just on her. Cancel Val, not me.
Hey, I'm just in character. I bet that's what they wanted to say.
So, Giselle Brett won't be tried here. I suppose that means I'll never know. I'll never find out why she killed Dr. Wilson.
Oh, I'm sure we'll find out at some point.
Oh yeah, if we didn't find out now, it's gonna be a Chekhov's gun. It's gonna go off in chapter 4. Watch it
Kazuma!
actually happen. If that actually happens, someone has to pay me $100.
You have to donate $100 to Novella's stream.
I don't even have my notification set up for that.
Oh my god.
I do have a great idea for what the notification is gonna be, but it's gonna take some time to get it.
We gotta keep it a secret.
We gotta keep it a secret. I want this to be the biggest surprise that everyone forgets about, including myself. Yes, Ryunosuke?
I just wanted to say thanks again. That's all. You really saved my skin today.
I didn't do a thing. You were the lawyer in there, weren't you? That defense was all your own work.
Your skills made the difference, though. One day, I bet you'll be the best lawyer in the world.
Death flag. I'm not so sure about that.
Huh?
To be honest, something kept occurring to me over and over during that trial. It was... Man, I remember why this dude is my boyfriend.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Thank you. I also couldn't help thinking that maybe you're the one destined to become a great lawyer, not me.
What? Come on, be serious, man.
If I helped you today, it was only right at the very start of the trial. But you have a natural talent for it. For being a defense lawyer, I mean.
Oh no, not me. All that tense verbal combat? I never want to go through that ever again.
You're gonna go through it 5 more times, buddy!
I did what you told me to do, that's all. Because I knew I could trust you.
That's the point.
Sorry? What do you mean that's the point?
Listen, Ryunosuke. Do you know what the most crucial weapon is that any lawyer needs in order to win?
Their best confidence?
That too.
Knowledge of the law?
That's also important. No, the ability to believe.
So I got it right the first time, bitch! My confidence? To have confidence in what?
A defense lawyer has to fight for his clients. He has to believe in them at all times.
Like you believed in me when I said I didn't do it.
I'm sorry, I took the words right out of your head.
It's because we're so connected, we've been dating for so long.
Yeah. I'm a human.
Our cycles have synced up.
Ew. Ew. Yuck.
I'm human, just like you. I don't have some superhuman ability to know the truth. But you have to make a choice about what to believe in and stick to it when you're defending someone. Sometimes in the courtroom, you can really be backed into a corner. But being able to remain faithful to what you chose to believe in, even then, well, that's not something that anyone can do. It takes a special kind of person.
Believing in your client.
Just look at today's trial.
Yeah, you lost faith in me like 3 times.
Listen, we don't talk about that. I'm a student lawyer with previous little real experience, but you never stop believing in me.
Well,
You face seemingly hopeless situations time and time again, but you never stop looking for the truth. And in the end, you found it. through your own efforts, and because you never stopped believing in me.
Thanks, Kazuma.
Oh, you look so sad. There's something I want to ask you, actually, Ryunosuke. Well, it's a favor, really. Something very important to me.
Are you gonna send me to Britain?
Will you get double gay married with me?
It sounds serious. What is?
You're still here, are you? I'm here to ruin the moment.
Oh, Inspector Hosonaga!
What a cock block.
I've arranged some rickshaws for us. Let's go.
Thank you. We'll be right there. Let's pick up this conversation again later. Death flag!
Death flag, he's dying.
He is dying. Kazuma is dying. He's either gonna be a killer
He's
or
basically
he's gonna die.
dead.
Too
He's
good to be
dead right
true.
now.
He's dead right now. Omae wa mo shinderu. We should be celebrating right now. Your first court victory.
And your study tour to Great Britain, don't forget!
Ah, yes, that too.
Dang, they were finally gonna kiss.
So, my very first trial came to an end. Kazuma. Professor Mikotoba. Susato-san, who acted as my assistant. Inspector Hosonaga, who didn't really play much of a part, but still.
They're like, yeah, this guy was kind of useless, but but he was still here.
He gave me free steak after.
Yeah.
It was because of the help and support of all these people, except Hosonaga-san, that I managed to get through the trial.
He was useless. He also was never sworn to the court.
But more importantly, Kazuma hadn't yet managed to ask his favor of me. Little did I realize just how much it would change my life.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what does that mean?
It's gonna be like, you go to Britain instead, buddy. I don't want to go
probably.
anymore. And defense debut.
You.
Let's save our game. Do we want to end it here?
Yeah, I mean,
It's a
we've been
perfect
going
place.
for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, we're almost at our 3-hour mark. I feel like that's good.
The biggest disappointment was that we didn't get to see her cry.
That's true. I wanted to see her cry. Maybe we'll see it later. In the last
Maybe, I
case.
think so.
The last
God,
case of
I
the
think
game.
so. I'm rubbing. Can you hear from my microphone? I'm rubbing my hands together.
Let's go over to the talking screen.
Yeah. So that certainly was a time.
That was a full case. We finished a case. We should be happy. We should pat ourselves on the back. We should treat ourselves to a good dinner. I'm gonna go somewhere, I think. I think I'm gonna go somewhere for dinner.
Fair enough. I got McDonald's like 2 days ago, so there's a cooldown timer on that shit. But I do have stuff for Sloppy Joes in the fridge.
Ooh.
So I'm probably gonna have that.
Have 2, just cuz.
Yeah. I mean, I usually have 2, but I also
Oh.
don't have any sides with them, so
Well, then have
one
4.
Sloppy Joe doesn't really fill you up.
Have 4.
Okay, that's pushing it. That's pushing it a little bit.
Yes,
Also,
we are
it's
freed
hot
from
now.
purgatory. It is very hot. I've noticed that too.
I think it's like 40 degrees today with the humidity, so I'm not leaving my apartment. Screw that.
I wish
None
I
of
could
that.
just stay in my apartment all the time.
I mean, can't you?
I mean, I have a job that I have to go
Oh.
to.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, there's that. I thought you meant like, oh, well, at least you can stay inside and have food. I have to go out to eat. And I was like, I don't know if you do, though.
First world problem, am I right?
Yeah, I thought it was supposed to be a first world problem, but then I'm like, oh, wait, no, I'm actually working from home.
Yeah. I have to work outside. Yuck.
Ugh, yeah,
Yuck.
bleh.
But yeah, our first case done. Next Sunday, we're going to be on episode 2, and it's called The Adventure of the Unbreakable, Shackled Bond. And there's a picture of Sherlock Holmes, or Sholmes on it. So get ready.
Oh,
Practice your British accents.
We're gonna play rock, paper, scissors to see who gets to voice him.
Hell yeah.
Ultimate himbo.
But yeah, everybody, I'll see you next week. Novella, all of your links are in the description. But is there anything that you want to promote or anything? Like your Twitter or...
Yeah, I'm
any
gonna promote
stream
my Twitter
things?
because I've also been like retweeting stuff that other like VTuber friends are doing. As well as my cat summoned a hamburger bun out of nowhere the other day. You can see the proof of that on my Twitter if you want to.
Yeah, go look at that story.
Go look at that story.
That's a pretty good one.
I mean, there's not much to the story other than like, yeah, Vesta summoned a hamburger bun somehow.
Good.
But yeah.
So yeah, everybody be safe, have fun, drink lots of water, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye. See you later.